Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Across the Wave on a Wednesday evening. How are you guys doing today? Welcome in. How are you, Keith? What's going
I'm
on?
doing good. Muncie, thank you for coming in. Actually, we had a hot day today in New York. I know, yes, it's August, but like I said, which I've been right about, August for some reason, past 5 years, has been cooler than July. So after we
Okay.
hit in the beginning month, we had the heat wave. It's been really, really nice and cool. And now today it jumped up to 94, but then tomorrow it's gonna be a high of 78. So I'm like,
Oh, that's
once I
awesome.
see the highs in the 70s, I'm like, yes. And,
Hey, there you
and I
go.
also can't wait till weekend because college football starts this weekend.
Well, we're going to welcome in Cruising is Fun Anytime. Hello, Jeremy and Miss Cheryl. Welcome in.
Yep, welcome
Muncie
in.
Channel, thank you so much for being here today. Welcome in. Welcome everybody. Yeah, it's just been a little bit of a crazy week for me, for sure. Yesterday I didn't have a live stream because I had to go to the dentist. I got to get some work done. So that's what I was doing yesterday. I was not feeling too well, but here we are today. Welcome in, Scott McNeil, Danny, the spectacular supporter. I haven't talked to you, Danny, in a while. Welcome into the show. Welcome in, M. Oh my God, you got the Columbia flag going on.
Yeah, hey, I was looking for it just now. I'm like, oh my God.
Welcome in, Mama Nancy. Mama Nancy's always in the house every Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here today. And yeah, so that was the situation with me yesterday. Just had a dentist appointment, so I was not feeling good. So today I'm feeling a little bit better, but we're pushing through.
Oh, like I I always say tell people, what do you think is worse, back pain or toothache? Don't trust me. I've hurt my back to the point where I could barely step over the curb onto the street, which I didn't even know it. I tripped. I almost fell. Did not realize how bad I hurt my back. Right. So
Yeah.
so I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, a toothache. I've had those serious bad toothaches where you want to take your fist and start punching yourself in the face. Okay. I even had those. It's really hard to tell, but if it's just for like one night, the toothache ain't gonna last for 2, 3, 4 months compared to
Yeah.
the back.
Well, at least in my situation, I had no toothache, thank God. I don't know what really happened, but I chipped a tooth and I knew when I was going to the dentist not to have a show yesterday because all of my face, like from here down, it was like numb.
Oh,
And I don't think it was going to be very nice for me to come in on a live stream, but I couldn't feel half of my face.
so
So
I felt like Colombia was a lot easier than last week.
yes, I did find a lot of great information on Colombia. I actually got some good, I have 3 videos when I went to Colombia, guys. So I have videos when I actually went there and a lot of pictures of Colombia. So I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you guys today on our show. So well, we should get this started because usually we go over
All
we go
right.
over our time, even though we don't have anything else later to do. We go over our time.
The only thing
Uh,
I gotta do, I gotta go to sleep eventually. That's it.
Danny says doing a lot of stuff happening with Big Bro. Got engaged in March 15. Well, congratulations for that.
Congratulations.
And my sis-in-law texted me, bride, everyone else I'm a bridesmaid. Oh, well, congratulations to that as well. Yeah.
Awesome.
So there's a wedding coming over on the 30th of
Oh,
2025.
is that Memorial Day weekend?
Had so many dentist appointments this year. Come to find out that I grind my teeth, so now I wear a nighttime teeth guard while I'm sleeping.
See,
Oh Lord,
oh, so the one time I went to the dentist, right? I had this bad toothache on my top left area, right here, right.
Mhm.
Little did I find out, it wasn't a toothache. It was nothing wrong with my teeth. It was sinus pressure.
What?
So
That's
the
a
guy,
that's
so if you press yourself right here, like right here, I could press it and I could feel like a little bit of pain. It's due from the. They say when your sinuses will get swollen, or if you have sinus pressure, it gets bigger and puts pressure on your gums, and it causes a feeling of like you're having a toothache, but it's just
Oh,
sinus medicine.
that's crazy. That's good to know. See, we got Dr. Keith in the house.
Oh, see, well, I guess I'm the doctor dentist Keith. I mean, but real doctors and the dentist people, they probably don't think dentists should be called doctors.
Yeah. Well, Harlan, welcome in, sir. Thank you so much for being here on the show today. We love having you every Wednesday as well. Keith is right. I can feel a little bit of my teeth.
Yeah,
Well, I tell you, the things that we find out, right, when we go to the doctor or something, it's crazy how we find out about all sorts of stuff. Mr. Harlan says he's never been to Colombia. Have heard that there's a lot of crime there. I'll tell you something, Mr. Harlan. It's like I went to Colombia and I can't wait to go back. It is so beautiful, very peaceful. I had a great time there. And you guys are going to see on the videos that we have coming up. So that's it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in one day, if you guys want to go to Colombia, I do suggest to go as a great port to go to. All right.
definitely.
So with no further ado, Keith, you have anything else before we start?
No, let's go to Colombia.
Let's go to Colombia, guys. Woo! Let's get some music in here. All right, let's go. Well, guys, welcome back to another Across the Wave. And we are here today in the Port of Colombia. And I am so excited about this port because I actually been there and I've been to Cartagena and I loved it. So I can't wait to share this port with you guys. And hopefully you guys get a lot of great information off of it. And maybe one day you guys get to even check it out for your own. This port has a lot of great things, not only on inside of the port, but also outside of the port. When I was researching this port and I found a little bit of information on Cartagena, Colombia, around the history in the port. So Cartagena is known since the colonial eras as Cartagena de Indias, which is a Spanish word. Cartagena de India is a city and one of the major ports of the northern coast of Colombia in the Caribbean coast region along the Caribbean Sea. Cartagena Pass Road is a link in the route to the West Indies, provided with an important historical value for war explorations and preservation of the heritage from a great commercial maritime routes. As a former Spanish colony, it was the key port for the export of the Bolivian silver to Spain and for the imports of the enslaved Africa under the Acento system. Modern Cartagena, it is the capital of Bolivar Department and is a population of 876,885 according to the 2018 census. That was back in a little bit back then before all this stuff happened in the world, making the second largest city in the Caribbean region after Barranquilla and the fifth largest city in Colombia. The metropolitan area of Cartagena is the sixth largest urban area in the country after the metropolitan area and the Bucaramanga. Economic activities included at maritime and petrochemical industries as well as tourism. In today's day, they named Cartagena, Spain, by extension of the history city of Carthage, founded in June 1st of 1533, making it the one of the South American oldest colony city. But settlement by various indigenous people in the region around Cartagena Bay dated back to the 4000 BC. During the Spanish colony period, Cartagena had a key role in the administration of expansion in the Spanish Empire. It was the center of political and economy activity in 1984. Cartagena colonial walled city and the fortress were designed a UNESCO World Heritage. So as you can see, even back in the time, the UNESCO, they were part of the UNESCO World Heritage. And this was really good. They have, if you guys know a little bit about traveling, there's a lot of different UNESCO areas where you can visit. One of the cool things about this place that I found was the first sighting. They had a first sighting by the Europeans back then in the 1500s to 1533, which was a gentleman by the name of Rodrigo de Bestidas traveled to the Pearl Coast of the Gulf of Urbana in 1500 to 1501. So back in the time, there's a lot of people that traveled, and if they talk about the different centuries, how all these different people did different things for Cartagena. And after they failed the effort to found Antigua de Darien in 1506 by Alonso de Ojeda, and the subsequent unsuccessfully founding of San Sebastián de Urba in 1510 by Diego, the southern Caribbean coast became unattractive to colonizers. These prefer a better known Hispaniola and Cuba. And as we continue, through the journey of Cartagena, because Cartagena has a lot of history over there, believe it or not. You go to Cartagena, there's so much history, so many historical buildings to see. So if you fast forward a little bit to the 21st century, for more than 275 years, Cartagena was under the Spanish rule, with Napoleon imprisonment of Charles IV and Ferdinand VII, and started in the Peninsular War, with Latin America wars and independence soon followed. In Cartagena on June 4th of 1810, the Royal Commissioner Antonio Villavicencio and the Cartagena Civil Council banished the Spanish governor Francisco de Montes. So that stuff happened during the 21st century, in Cartagena. Um, the location of the port in Cartagena is located to the north of Colombia, and it is at 10.25 north, 75.32 west. It faces the Caribbean Sea to the west, the south of the Cartagena Bay, which has two entrances, Boca Chica, which is the small mouth in the south, of Boca Grande, which is the big mouth of the north, is the coastal line and characterized by deceptive beaches. So they have all sorts of different beaches and beautiful areas to see in Cartagena. The neighborhoods there are very nice, and everything is very kind of like 15 to 20 minutes away. So it's like the airport is located very close to Cartagena. Also, they have a lot of hotels and shops and different things there. If we talked a little bit about Cartagena, the downtown area, um, the downtown area of Cartagena has very architectural, mainly in by Republicans and Italian style buildings, such as the Cathedral Bell Tower, can be seen. And I'm going to show you some of that information later on the show. The main entrance to the downtown is the Puerta de Reloj, which is the clock gate, which exits into the Plaza de los Coches, square of the carriages. A few steps farther of the Plaza de la Aduana, Customs Square, next to the mayor's office nearby San Pedro Claver Square, is a church also named St. Peter Claver, which is the body of the Jesus saint. In the nearby Plaza de Bolivar and the Plaza de Inquisition, Plaza de Bolivar is also known as the Plaza of la Inquisición, and is essentially a small park with a statue of Simon Bolivar in the center. The plaza is surrounded balconies, colonial buildings, shaded doors, and cafes in the street. So you're gonna see that in a little bit, because I have a video that shows all of that. So as you get to know a little bit about Cartagena, if you're looking to kind of like go there, they have Colombia's kind of like here in Florida with their weathering. So during the summer is where they have like they're in like in their 90s to 100s, and then like the September to November, you still have like hot weather. It doesn't get cold over there, like it does not snow and anything like that. So that's something really cool to know about Cartagena. Hopefully, you guys learned something new on the historical part. I'm going to bring you now with Keith. He's going to bring you a little bit about the news and some information. So take it, Keith. Here we go.
So, hello everybody. Thank you all for coming in. So, welcome to the port of Cartagena. I am trying. I even had to think on how to say it. I was saying Cartagena, but Cartagena, which is located in Colombia, which was founded in the 16th century. The minimum wage is $1,462,000. I wish that's what our minimum wage was. Well, not really. In American USDs, I wish that it was. But that's per month in Colombian pesos, not USDs, which is equals to 363,044 cents of USD. Now that got back to reality. I wish the 1.4 million was USD for us here and everybody around the world. But obviously, if that happened, a lot of people might go broke. Well, not people, a lot of countries might go broke. So, yeah. So gas in the USD is $1.05 per liter down there. The weather today was a high of 93, low 79. And for the cruises, there has not been any cruises there since July 9th, and the next cruise will be September 6th. So now that's that my little story part. Now let's get to a couple of news stories I have. Okay, so this happened. I don't know where this one. Okay, I do. It's trying to ask me if I want to buy something. Okay, so Royal Caribbean returned to Colombia to drive demand economic benefits. And this article is posted August 26, 2024. So Cartagena will soon reclaim its position as one of Royal Caribbean's international home ports as part of a newly announced winter program in Latin America and the Southern Caribbean. The Serenity of the Seas is set to offer a series of cruises depart from Colombia home port during the 2025-2026 winter. So this is all going to start next year, right? The ship's long itineraries feature visits to Aruba, visits to the ABC Islands, in addition to the second home port, Colón in Panama. So hopefully I said that right. So I'll get one more. So according to Alberto Munez, Vice President of Royal Caribbean International for Latin America, and the Caribbean, Cartagena was chosen as one of the embarkation ports due to its strategic geographic location, as well as its growing popularity as an international tourism destination. So there we go. Okay, so now I got a story. Maybe this might be. It's not a great story. So a driver reports that some criminals threw stones at panoramic glass of his car on the road before arriving to Cartagena. We would go, and the driver thought they were going to be robbed. So what they did is they threw the glass at them, thinking that they would get out of the car and they could probably maybe steal the car or steal anything that they had on them. But what they decided to do was to just keep driving because of what happened. And so a lot of times, if obviously this didn't happen at the port and then at cruise people, people coming on cruises, because when you're with the cruise, you stay in groups, stay together. You try to do that. But that's why sometimes it's good to do these excursions through the cruise line because you're in a group. Unlike, try not to do, if you're in an unfamiliar country that you don't know. Try not to do stuff on your own. Obviously, if you see my last cruise news story, that's an indication that you may not want to do stuff on your own. And this, the last news story is Norwegian Cruise Line ship drops port, changes itinerary after issues. And this is April 26, 2023. And after experiencing technical difficulties while docked in Cartagena, Colombia, the NCL Sun has now set sail with a revised itinerary and compensation measures for guests aboard. The ship departed 27.5 hours late from the original schedule with significant adjustment to the Panama Canal transit and some changes to port visits. And let's see, anybody, did they get any money, any onboard credit? I don't see anything about onboard credit, which is okay. So, as a gesture of goodwill for the inconvenience caused by the technical difficulty, NCL has arranged $100 non-refundable onboard credit per stateroom. The credit will be split between guest one and guest two in each cabin. So, see, so if you solo, see, this is what I don't like when they do this, right? The reason why I don't like what, yes, they should get it, but if you're a solo cruiser, so you get $100 for yourself. They should just put it down. Okay, it's only 50. Now, if you have four people, obviously the only reason why they say guest one and guest two, because usually if you have more than two people in your stateroom, what happens? The other two are usually kids, right? Every once in a while, if there's three people in there, you may have an extra adult only if there's three. You're not gonna have an extra adult if there's four people. And that is it for the news. So think about it. You can come right back.
Right. On this one, I'm gonna bring Keith to help me with this one because I want him to see all this cool stuff, and we're gonna talk it over side by side as we check all these really cool places. All right. So here he comes. All right, Keith. So it's weird that we're
Hello.
doing around the port together, but I wanted you to be here with me on this one. So
Okay.
I'm a little bit about around the port. We're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to show you some pictures of places that we've been in Colombia and some videos, and we're going to have that conversation. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the channel today. And we just got to keep an eye on the comments. Welcome in, Joanne. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Josephine, welcome in. Let me see who else came in. I think we got everybody all cut.
Will G came in also.
Oh, Will G, thank you so much for being here, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Keith. Okay,
Yeah.
so Cartagena de Indias, Colombia Cruise Port. The port of Cartagena de Indias is located about 4 kilometers from the old city. It offers 6 docking sites in an industrial environment. The area around the port is not inviting, which is true. And you guys gonna see this port is huge. But one of the really cool things about this port is that when you get off your ship, you have all the buses right there, right next to the ship. So you don't got to walk it. So that's really cool about that. At the cruise ship terminal, visitors are received with typical music and landscape gardens. They may visit they may visit the duty-free and tax-free stores that are there. They also have a cafeteria. A Juan Valdez coffee store is also there for the on the shopping area, and they can also find like handcraft emerald gemstones, jewelry, pre-Columbia items, souvenirs, leather goods, cigars, and more. There is a free shuttle bus if you're wanting to explore, there is a free shuttle bus from the ship to the cruise terminal because it's a long ways to walk. If feel free if you want to walk it because we walked it and it was really cool. But if you don't want to walk, you can use the shuttle. You can get taxis to the old city. You can easily walk to all of the different sites of the old city, and from one end of to the other is about 30 minutes. But half the fun is all the sites and the people along the way. So when you get to the old city, you get to see so many different cool things. And even though it says it takes 30 minutes, it probably going to take you a little bit longer because there's so much to see in this city and it's really nice. The inside of the ports are posted that is $20 one way for four people. This is for the taxi. And normal fare outside is $10 for a trip to Old Town. It is about a 10-minute ride. So when I got to this port, we did an excursion there. And I'm going to show you, this is what the Cartagena de Indias, this is what the port looks like. That's how big this port is. So it's really cool. It has different things that you can do on there. So if you need to take a picture of this, or maybe on your, you can do watch the replay, and it has all sorts of different things. Like it has 1 through 15 different things that you can do around there. I'm going to show you the pictures first. This was one of my favorite pictures that I took on this excursion. It was very nice to meet the lady, and I actually got to talk to her. We actually visited the old town, and this place is so pretty. It's full of so much historical information and the actual buildings itself. There's a part in the video that I'm going to show you that the lady was saying that back in, I don't know how many years back, they used to have water where all this concrete that you see on this floor used to be water back then. My husband and I took a really nice picture when we were visiting. Behind us is the port area where you can see all the ports and the buildings back there. And we visited a church as well. That's part of the old town. There was also some really cool looking structural buildings there. It's a lot. And then we actually went to do a dance called La Champeta. So this was part of it. This was the team of people, and we took a really cool picture there. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this information. I'm going to show you a little bit about when we got to Old Town so you guys can see a little bit about it. And this has no music or no anything. I took everything off so we can talk about it. So Keith, this is where you come in. If you there's something that you want to ask or no, just let me know, and we'll have that conversation.
Okay.
Here we go. So we're walking. Okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick right here. That area where we're standing, the lady said that back in, I don't even know how many years back, that all used to be water. So could you imagine all of that was the ocean at one
Wow.
point in time? So I'm gonna guess waters. I don't know if waters receded or what transpired, but obviously now they have a floor.
I could just assume maybe in the water moved.
Yeah, I
It
don't
said,
know.
it said, I don't want to live here no more. Let me go over there. I mean,
Exactly.
it's like the deserts in the Middle East. They say that
Right.
used to be part of the ocean. You
That
know,
is correct. So this is where they were talking about the clock area. That right there is when you see the clock on the top.
it's a beautiful clock too.
Um,
By the way.
so it's really, really cool. And we were just getting ready to do our journey here in Old Town.
So
When you visit Old Town, I'll tell you, no matter how many pictures or video you take, you have to go see it in person because it is so pretty. It's so beautiful. Um, Great information that you find there. As you can see, you have a lot of people selling different things. And at this point, there's a guy, as you can see, he's selling hats and stuff. But they don't come to you like hustling you like very heavily. They ask you, and if you say no, then they go on their merry way. So just so that you can see, this is if you're ever interested in going to Cartagena, this is one of the things that you'll be able to check out here. Um, Eventually, we're going to move inside of this area. I'm hoping that, oh, here we go. This is walking into the city of Old Town. So they have some vendors there selling newspapers. Look at how beautiful this historical site is. It's crazy, Keith, when you see these
Yeah,
buildings
definitely.
back in the
Especially,
1800s.
I mean, especially the color, and you see the way it was built. Like even some of those buildings, you look at, they look like cardboard houses, but they're
Mhm.
not. You know. So
And not
how was
only that, go ahead.
how were the people down there? Were they nice? Did
Very
they
nice.
did they allow them to speak English or not? It was easy to communicate. If
They speak, some of them speak English, speak Spanish as well. A
yeah,
lot of these buildings, like that one that I just showed, that one was from 1922. They actually they keep the buildings up to date, as you know, so they can make sure that, you know, they're there for the long haul. So it's really, really, really nice. Oh, look, Will G says the Old Town is really nice at night with the walls all lit up. Well, I wasn't there at night, but Will G, if you saw it, I'm gonna guess it was really pretty because just the sightseeing of these buildings, at least to me, were amazing when I went, and it was really nice to be able to walk that city and kind of like enjoy and take it all in. The ladies that you see here, dressed up as with the Colombian flag, they're all paid by tips if you want to take a picture with them. Obviously you can see she was kind of hiding because she knew I was recording, so she's not gonna be there for free, you can say. um but I actually, you know, helped some other lady out. I gave her, I don't remember how much I gave her, but I gave her some money and I took a picture with her because I wanted, it was really nice to see that. As we continue to walk here, we're kind of like in the middle of Old Town still, and there's so many great places. They actually have places where you can eat, restaurants and all of this in Old Town. So that's one of the cool things to see, in this video, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys want to see more of this video, I do have some vlogs, and you can just go onto the vlogs and check the whole video out. And that one has an actual, you know, what everything means and things like that for you guys to see if you guys are interested in checking those videos out.
so at the
Um,
port, did you feel safe at the port? You know,
here
just walking around. Yeah,
I felt very safe. Like you can see, you know, it's
yeah.
there's no, I didn't feel endangered. I
No,
didn't
no,
see
that's not okay.
anybody, you know, anybody being weird or anything like that. At the contrary, everybody was not very nice, very lovely people that we met on this excursion. More
So Harlem
again,
wants to know Harlem wants to know what do they eat in Colombia? I think Colombian food.
well, they have
Uh,
their, I think their main dish is called la bandeja paisa, and it includes arepas, eggs, I think it's mozzarella fried cheese, and some sausage, if I'm not mistaken. So they have that in that sense.
yeah, yeah.
Once we got a little bit more into, go ahead.
No, 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 no. There's this one like Colombian restaurant there, Joanne. If you remember no name, I think it's like called like Nachos. I know it's not Nacho Libre because that's a movie, right? I know. I think it's Colombia de la Nacho. I don't know. She would know, right? She's probably about to kill me right now, right? So the food there was good, but I know they have these drinks there. Like this one I was drinking, it
Hmm?
was so good, but it creeps up on you, and when you get up you came like oh my, it smacks you in the back of the head.
Oh, look, Josephine said my brother has been there. He just remarried in June to a Colombian girl. Look at that.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes, they
Oh
did.
my God. Hello, Marlena. How are you? Nacho Libre.
No, I'm not. It's Colombia de la something. Oh,
Well, Will
it's
G
good.
says it's lechona. So
No,
as we continue to move forward, onto this, I miss you too, my love. Thank you so much for being here.
oh, I said it
um,
backwards. Noche de Colombia.
Noches de Colombia. Okay, there we
I
go.
said it backwards. Well, I can say things backwards because I'm Polish, so we like to do things backwards. I'm half Polish, so
Well, as we
I have
go
it.
through, yeah, as we're going through Colombia, the old town, we actually got to check this out, which was really kind of cool to check out. And this is the Colombian dance over there, and as you can see, our guy was having a great time too. So they danced for us there, and we had an amazing time with them. Look at him. So we had a good time with them as well. So if everybody's asking if you're the type of person that maybe you just want to stay in port, that kind of maybe somebody like Harlan, that maybe he doesn't want to go out to the streets of Cartagena, Colombia, there's something very cool inside of the port. You don't even have to get out. It's free. You don't have to even leave the port. You just walk to it, and it's free for everybody, which I found quite amazing that a port has its own private zoo, guys. Crazy. It has a zoo inside. So you can see the anteater here, and this is inside of the port.
Oh wow,
It's
that's awesome.
insane that they
Is it
have
free
an
or
actual.
we got to pay?
No, it's free. You take the shuttle from the ship to the port, and then you have a free zoo to explore, and there's some of the animals that are just out there walking,
Yeah,
and you can pet them, and it's really
yeah,
really cool.
that's awesome, especially for if you got like little kids with you, you know.
Exactly. Look, you can even have you have some look a peacock up there.
How did a peacock be up there? I've never seen a peacock fly. They usually like spread their wings and that's it.
You have peacocks, you have macaws, you got monkeys, sloths, and it is so really cool to actually have all of this inside of your cruise port, and it's completely free. They actually have a cafeteria. They have a coffee shop there. Look at this anteater. I thought that was really cool. It was really cool. I've
Oh
never seen
wow,
an anteater like before, and this was my first
cool.
time. So it was really nice to see something like that. So for those of you guys that maybe don't want to leave the port, then maybe you want to check out Cartagena at least to go to the zoo and check it out. It's really cool. You can have also the main dishes there, the Colombian dishes, and all sorts of great stuff. Look at a monkey. You got a monkey up there, and they're just wandering around. They're not in cage or anything like that. So it was a very great experience, as you can see, and we
That's
had such a great time. And this is I think this was one of my greatest highlights on the way back, because I had no idea that they had a zoo. And when our shuttle dropped us off back from our cruise excursion, this is what we were faced with, and I'm like, oh my god, they actually have a zoo here. I know, and the anteaters are big there. But they have all sorts of really cool animals, and you could pet them,
cool.
and if they come to you. So what do you think, guys? Hi, Josie, welcome in. So
Hello,
yeah,
Josie. Thank you for joining in.
I know. So it's really it feels like, I don't know, to me it was really cool to see something like this on a port. And I think that everybody should know that if you ever want to maybe visit Colombia, then maybe this is something that you might want to check out. It's very different than other ports. I don't know if you ever been, Keith, on a port that has something like this. I truly never been, so it was my first time.
I don't think so. That's a
So,
wow. Turn around, turn around. Come on.
oh, she's gonna turn around. Yeah. She is, it
Yeah.
was so pretty to see. Look, there she is, like, whoop, there I am.
Wow.
She turns around completely for the camera. There she goes.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at how pretty that is. And
Beautiful.
it is beautiful. Look, she's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking
But,
about.
you got to think about it. That's a lot of weight for that animal to hold.
Hmm. Yep.
Especially when you when it spreads out. You know.
Look, Will G that said that that's a he. So yeah, guys. So there you guys have it. That is my videos that I have for you guys. I do have a little bit of more detailed information for you guys. Since Keith is going to give you some information about excursions, you do have the hop on and hop off, and it also it's at about a 90-minute walking tour as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can do that. um, be sure to stop by the Santa Clara Hotel to see the terrific central courtyard. The former convent of the sites have been converted into a wonderful place to stay. You can wander the areas and discover the charms of the delightful city. So there's a lot of different cool things to do. Nearby places, if you want to explore maybe on your own, the nearby places is Isla de Rosario. This area is about 35 kilometers southwest of Cartagena, consists of 27 small coral islands, including some tiny isles, only big enough for one single house. So if something like that you want to maybe go check out, then you can do something like that in the area of the port area. The currency in Colombia is the Republic of Colombia is 3,065 pesos to $1. So keep that in mind. They do use your credit card and American money. Also, you can purchase anything with American money, US dollars. The language that they speak is Spanish. Wi-Fi is also available at the port terminal. And if you want to bring your laptop or your phone access internet, the cost is $3 an hour. Tickets can be bought at the cash registers. So keep that in mind. If you're traveling over the holidays, the National Beauty Pageant celebrates the Cartagena Independence Day. Miss Colombia, the beauty queen, is elected on November 11th. So that is their holiday, which is that day. And they actually start with a Carnaval de Cartagena, and they do it on November 11th. So other than that, every other day of the year they're open, but they're actually celebrating this in Colombia.
So,
So that is
so
my
I just
part around the port. Go ahead.
so before you go real quick, because I looked at the pesos. So I just googled. I don't know if yours is wrong or mine is wrong, but I put $1. It comes up to like over 4,000.
Well, it says 3,065 pesos to $1.
Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. I do said 300.
No, no, no,
wait,
3,065
oh,
pesos to
okay,
one American dollars. Hmm.
okay. I do, yeah, because I was like, and my information. I want to make sure my information was right. You know.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna take it over with Keith. Keith, do you want me
Yeah,
to run the intro? Or you just want me to leave?
just bring me in. You don't have to worry about the
All right,
intro this
we'll
time.
run
I'm
the
already
intro.
here.
We'll run it. All right, here we go.
Okay. Okay, so now it's time for the excursions, everybody. So let me present and the restaurants. The restaurants were a little tough, so I do have them. I don't know, a lot of it had to be translated into English, but let's get this excursion list going. You don't like you may or may not like the last one I show you. So let's get this one. Okay, so this is the boutique rum chocolate tasting with Romula, Renato, and team. So this is a $75 excursion, and it's a 2-hour excursion, right? So it's offered in English, and it says one more, so obviously that's Spanish, right? So let's get some photos. Oh wait, let me bring this down a little. So I don't know why that one. Okay, so obviously you're gonna have some rum for anyone who's a drinker, and okay, so we got a couple more pictures to show. So you're gonna go there. They're gonna make you some rum, and rum is good. Don't get me wrong, but obviously it's not my favorite drink. My favorite drink is a nice Kentucky bourbon, whiskey, and all that. So, but this is part of the culture is like rum, um, which I did not know that Colombia was big, was like a rum because Colombia from I'm going based off the Colombian side. I know that have came who live in the United States, they like tequila, right? So, here's the overview real quick. Okay, so you're gonna indulge in rich flavors of Colombian rum and chocolate on small group tasting in Cartagena. You'll sample a variety of local rums, learn about their production history and cultural significance. Okay, so what does this include? A sample menu of rum and chocolate and a cocktail, all what's included, all fees and taxes, alcohol, beverages, water, and chocolate. Obviously, I don't think it's an open bar, everybody, so it might be a limit. It might only just be one drink, but well, it's not gonna be one drink. You're probably gonna taste the different drinks, but you're not gonna get like a full glass. It's gonna be like maybe a shot here, this in your glass, so you can taste it. So it's the way it sounds like it's gonna be similar to like wine taste. So if you ever done wine tasting, so this is gonna be like a similar version of like a wine tasting, but this is a rum taste. So let's get to the next one. Okay. And let me bring this up for everybody. There we go. So this one you're gonna visit some places. So full day visit 3 islands, 3 beach clubs: Rosario, Baru, and Bamba. Bamba number 5. So here's a couple of photos. Beautiful beach. Oh, it's definitely a nice beach. Okay. And obviously you see that they got some cabanas, day beds, whatever they want to call it. All depends on place. Obviously, do not know the prices. Okay, there's a lot of photos here, but you can just see it's a nice little resort thing. How much does this cost? $95. It's a 7 to 8 hour tour. So more likely, if you're there like the day before, I would advise to take it. Don't take it if you're just visiting it for a couple hours on a cruise. I mean, it says 7 to 8 hours. I mean, maybe there's a way you take it there, and if there's a way you could take a taxi back to the cruise, that's something you may be able to consider. The 3 island excursion offer you the opportunity to explore 3 sun islands. First stop is Ala Grande, where you will be welcomed at the Encanta Beach Club. Relax on the white sandy beaches, enjoy crystal clear waters. Next, you're going to go to Baru Island, and you're going to visit the lively Mambo Beach Club. And the last stop is Tierra Bamba, where you're also going to visit another beach club. So what's included? Bottled water, $30,000 COP lunch box, a voucher for use at the lunch menu, snorkeling, um, port tax of 20,000 is not included, so you may have to pay a port tax out of your own pocket on top of that. So snorkeling and the music, so you may have to. Now let's get to the next one. This is something. Let's see. If you like to get dirty, like to roll yourself in the backyard and get dirty. If you're into getting dirty, this is going to be an excursion for you. Let's just make sure. Okay, so this excursion, if you like to get a little muddy, you're going to go visit the Mud Volcano. Tour of the Mud Volcano at Cartagena and with lunch. I mean, talk about being muddy. This is being muddy. But the crazy thing about this, I saw this, I was like, you're gonna go do this and have lunch. Shouldn't you like have lunch and then go do this? Because you don't want to get your hand. You're gonna have all that mud all over you, and you're gonna sit down and start eating your food. That's the only thing that turns you up. But let's see what the. I mean, look at this. Look how muddy these people are. Like, oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, I'm not jumping. First of all, I'm not jumping in the mud. Obviously I wouldn't do this. I'm not gonna go there and get. Imagine you're walking back to the cruise ship and you filled in mud. I mean, they should have a hose outside the cruise, and if you fill the mud, they're gonna hose you down like a dog. That's what they should have out there. I'm sorry. And yeah, more. Okay, we got a couple more muddy pictures. Think about it. You can have all that mud going up. Oh, it's just a lot of mud. Okay, so 6 7 hours. So you're gonna be. Oh my God! It's not like you're in the mud for 15 minutes. You're gonna be in there for a while. Wow. So here we go. What's included? Lunch, no alcohol, travel, insurance assistance. They pick you up, and it's a $48 for 6 7 hours. Now, price wise, it's a good price for the amount of time that you're doing this excursion. It's a different experience from those offered by the city of Cartagena. It's the only mud volcano on the Caribbean coast. They will receive education and historical talk from a specialized guide about the creation of the volcano and the benefits of doing mud therapy inside the volcano that can also take photos and massages. I mean, it's mud therapy. So at the end of the time, they will go to a swamp where they will remove the mud between the education talk, the time, the mud, the talk, and so on. So the mud's going to come off it. If you do go, please, if you're going to wear something like a bathing suit, whatever bathing suit you're in, be prepared to have a bathing suit that you may want to throw out, and also maybe bring some like extra clothes with you, just in case. What happens if the mud takes your clothes off and you can't find it because it's mud? I mean, uh, so I'm just saying, bring extra clothes with you if you do this, especially for a woman. And a lot, how many times have you seen at the beach where the woman's tops just came off and it's in the water and they find it, but in there you may not find it. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's get to the restaurant. So these restaurants are a little tough. It's not going to be as good as you think they are. Okay, let's get. Why? Okay, here we go. I'm a little tough here. So, okay, so now I had this translate. So let's get some galleries. I just want to see the dishes. Uh-oh. The Spanish now. Everything. All right. So I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the prices. So I'm just gonna show the photos of this. Some. Okay. And still in English and cocktail, salad. So that's not bad. Now the prices might not be in USD. They're probably gonna be in there. So. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so the price is in their currency. So I'm just getting confused. I mean, imagine as a USD is $57,000 for a drink. I mean, so okay, so I'm just gonna stick with and all the restaurants. I'm just gonna show you the pictures. And this restaurant is called Restaurante Bali Mule. So Muelle. Okay, so let's get that one out here. And let me stop sharing. And then I'm going to get you. Just want to knock these two things out. Okay, so we get two more restaurants, and then everything about to come right back. So obviously you see time, so we will be here maybe a couple minutes late. So this is another restaurant. It's called Cafe del Mar. Cafe del Mar. I'm trying my best. So, okay, let's see. Let's get the gallery. So I'm just going to show you the photos of the food, and these are all restaurants that are at the port. So for some reason, okay, here we go. And that's what they have. Yeah, I never got had the chance to actually look at. Oh, okay, so their website should load. Well, have a video. Okay, so if you at nighttime, they have some music. Obviously, it's outdoors on the beach, so it's really good. Especially you can have like a sunset dinner out there if you're there overnight. So it's not a bad restaurant to do, but obviously they don't have pictures of the food. So this is something I am not happy about. And let's get to the last one, which oh, so like, I don't know. Let's see. So it's called San Valentin Restaurant. San Valentin Restaurant. Okay. And photos. Okay, so there's some photos of the food here. So it's not bad. I mean, you get some. You can see this one. It looks like the Spanish version of like steak and eggs. This is shrimp. You get a lot of fish and all that stuff. These are like the Spanish desserts. So I do not know the names of these desserts. Fresh food, drinks, service. As you see, they probably do music at nighttime, probably like on the weekends. And before I go back, let me see what they have. Let's get a regular menu from Monday through Friday. I'm just gonna scroll this quick. Not so mushrooms. Well, just give you an idea of what they have on the menu, which is not a bad place. Actually, they got a pretty good menu at this one. So this might be a better one. They got 55,000 for Flame Young, which is what is it, like say it's like 3,000. It's not a bad price. So price wise. So but that's for Flame Young, 120,000 for steaks. So it's not bad. So price wise, they're not too bad. I'm still trying to understand the prices compared to USD. So I'm trying to do that off the top of my head. So I'm trying to figure out like 350, 400,000. I don't even know anymore. So that's about it. So let's get to and then yeah. So think about it. You can come back in.
I was trying to figure out those prices too while you were talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm like, oh my god. I'm looking. I'm like, yeah. So some of those things are the same price as a house.
All right. I'm going to go back to your mud excursion because I got to let some people know. I actually have done a mud excursion in St. Lucia. I
Ah,
will say, I will say it was really cool to do. They do have showers for you to take all the mud out. So it's not like if you're gonna go the same way you came. So it's not like if you're gonna be all discombobulated or anything like that.
well, make sure you're wearing a bean suit.
Well, yeah, make sure you're wearing a bathing suit. Make sure you take extra clothing. They do have an area where you can rinse everything off. But I will say, because it's a volcanic mud bath, the smell there, it is horrendous. Just keep that in mind.
What does it smell like? Like acidy or like?
It smells like how would I say it? It smells like really like volcanic, like this really like very potent volcanic, like fiery ash smell, like burn in there. So it's really cool to do. It's a little you feel a little bit weird because it's very thick, but it's very therapeutic. It's supposed to be really good for your body. I did it, because I'm an adventurous like that. I wanted to try it out. But I didn't even know they had one in Colombia, so that's really cool to know. But the smell is really, really like really nasty. So just be prepared for that. But it's a cool experience to do for sure. I know, Muncie. Not only you get a mud bath, but it smells. I don't know how I would describe the smell. I know it smells like it's like if I don't know if you ever smell like a burnt building and you smell all of that. whatever. So it smells like really nasty. Like it's very
Yeah.
weird. But and actually they
Well,
sell soups and all kinds of stuff there too for you to take back home.
so the answer to Emily's, and I do not know about the Greek fair in New Rochelle. I'll be honest. I know about like one fair that I found up here by me. I went to one time, a- and then did I go last year? And I was going to go to it this year, and I totally forgot about it, and I never made it. You know?
But just to answer Harlan's question, they actually do have Greek food in Cartagena. So yes, they do. The food over there is really cool. It's really nice. I have a little bit of an issue when wherever, no matter what port or wherever I'm visiting, even here at my home, because of my allergy issue that I have. So sometimes I tend not to eat certain things because I
Yeah.
don't know how they prepare it or what they use to prepare it. But it looked really good. My husband on the other side, he's very adventurous. He eats anything, so he tries it all if he can. So but just to answer your question, Mr. Harlan, they do have a Greek restaurant there. And for those of you that don't know, a mud bath is really cool too. It's a lot of fun. Muncie did say in one of the comments when you were talking, Keith, that across the way 2.0 should have a stop to Cartagena. So we got to look into that.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
never know.
you know,
We have a comment here from Mike. What are your thoughts on the Costa Maya incident? Yeah, we could
so
talk a little bit about that.
yeah. So if you haven't watched my video, I'll give you a quick brief what happened. So basically, a family of four, you know, they look like your normal, nice American white family, right? Couple, two kids and all that. That's basically what happened with them was so they went to Costa Maya. They did stuff on their own. They saw people whispering, looking at them. They jumped in the cab. It literally sounds like this is from a movie, right? The cab driver locked the door in the back, took a picture of them, put their picture into a group chat. Next thing you know, people are bidding on them, and they're screaming, telling him to stop. They tell him to stop. He slams on the brakes. A white van pulls up. The door's unlocked. They somehow got out on the other side and ran to the beach to where there was people. So they were going to get kidnapped. Maybe they were coming after the kids because the kids were like 6 to 8 years old. One female, one male kid. So there's a possibility that where they might have tried to kidnap the kids and kill the parents. Who knows? But at least they were able to get out of that situation. But this is reasons like this sometimes is why people say if you do an excursion, do it through the cruise line because the cruise line ain't going to send you with some
Hmm.
company that is not reliable. They're going to send you with a company that is very reliable.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I've been to Costa Maya plenty of times. I never had an issue, but
Yeah.
also every time I've been on an excursion has been through the cruise line. I've never done Costa
So,
Maya on my own, but Costa Maya is a
so,
little weird because the cruise
so I
port is
have an
like where it's
excursion.
located.
So my excursion is I'm going in Costa Maya. I'm going to go see the Mayan ruins. Right.
Okay.
So the thing
Where are
is,
you going to Chachibang or whatever it is, something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I'm going on the bus to the ruins, and then on the way back, it's going to stop at like a beach or something. Right. Right. So it's all together. But should I still do it? I mean, this is like a bucket
I
list.
would. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I did that excursion that you're going. I think it's called Chachiban
I
ruins
can't even pronounce. I
and
know.
beach. It's a
Yeah.
really great experience. I will definitely do it because you're going with the cruise line and you're going with it's a bus full of all people that are going over there.
Yeah.
And when you get to the beach, it's really cool, that area. I will suggest that if you go and when you get to the beach, there's a guy that he's like in a little bicycle and he stops right in front of the where they drop everybody off at the beach and he sells tacos for $1. And those are some really good tacos, I would tell you. So if you
By
want to
then,
try it, check it
I
out.
will be hungry. I'll probably tell him, give me 3 tacos. Yeah.
Anthony on the move, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, they sell them like for $1, and it was really cool. And they were very. He prepares them right there on the little bike. It has a little grill and everything. It's really cool how
Yeah,
he does it.
yeah.
So,
Those are things like maybe if you're going to Costa Maya, don't take a cab because of what
mhm,
happened at that situation. Stay at the port. Make sure you're around a lot of people. Make sure you're not
right.
doing. Now the only thing is, I'm going on this excursion by myself because my wife didn't want to go, and obviously I'm not going to bring my mother on this excursion because she can't do all that work. You
Okay.
know,
But
so
you'll be fine because you're going with other people from the ship.
yeah,
You're not going to be by yourself. Like I said, I've been to the port many times. I've never done a
yeah,
taxi, to be honest. And
yeah.
now with all this message, I'm not even going to do a taxi.
And not for nothing. It'd be kind of hard for them to kidnap me. I'm 6'4". I used to be 290. Last time I weighed myself 266. So I have lost weight
Okay.
this year. So but I'm 6'4", 260, 270, right? And on top of that, a lot of people don't realize I have a tripod that is heavy. So I've told my wife, I'm like, if anything happens, this thing I could literally knock someone out. It's literally a club. It's like a club. Boom, the back.
You'll be on the news for sure.
You know, what was it called? A cruise YouTuber goes crazy. Costa Maya.
I hope the taxis in St. Thomas aren't like that. I think so, Muncie, to be honest. I've been to St. Thomas.
So
I've actually walked
no,
St. Thomas and
yeah.
I've never had an issue.
Well, St. Thomas should be good because one, it's an American port, which everybody forgets, and the one that a lot of things happened at was that the British was at the British Virgin Islands. So I forgot
Mhm.
what the name of that port is.
Look, Joanne says, I think you're safe from the kidnappers. And Wilgie,
I'm
you'll
not a
be
kid.
fine.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they never know because you're gonna have the camera on. So if you get on a taxi, they're like, "Oh no, this guy is like video recording me," and then you
Oh
just say, "Estoy en vivo," meaning I'm doing a live stream. You just say it loud. Remember these. Repeat these words. Estoy haciendo un vivo, and then you're there
oh yeah.
live, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh snap, he's actually
That
doing a live stream."
that would be probably one of the first. If something happened with a situation, I would just turn my thing. I wouldn't even put a title on. I just put a live stream. Boom, it's out there. Well, I
Yep.
know. You know what? If you're gonna take me, someone's gonna come back for you. It's simple as that.
But yeah, guys, it's like I said, Colombia is very pretty. If you guys never been, I suggest you at least try it one time. You're gonna fall in love with Colombia. One of the cool things that I also noticed in Colombia, which our friend the mustard drill, when he used to be on YouTube before, he says, he's been because he went after I went,
Yeah.
and I said, oh my God, have you guys noticed that all the buildings in Colombia are white? And I will always remember his word. He goes, you know what? I went over there and I never even noticed that. But you're right. All the buildings in Colombia are all white. I don't know why, but they're all white.
Well,
Muncie over
well,
here saying,
well,
I don't think we'll need a taxi in St. Thomas
talk about the
anyway,
mustard
since the
drill.
Kmart's just past the Skylift.
You know, we should all have like a song for the mustard drill. Do you remember that song when you went back that TV show? Remember, I've told you. And remember that TV show where they say "Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?" Or you go, "Where
Oh
in
my
the world
God.
is the mustard drill?" See,
Look, now you got
MIA.
Mama Nancy all worried, Keith, because now she doesn't want you to go all by yourself. So you're gonna have to cancel this excursion. Cancel it,
No,
Keith.
I'm still going on with this. She's the one who called me up and told me I need to cancel it.
She doesn't want you to go. You're gonna have your mom all worried until you get on that ship and make sure that you get back on that ship.
It's gonna be the excursion is like a 6 hour excursion.
Miss Nancy, put a apple, what is it? An apple tag on him. You can you can see him everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Um, Okay, Harlan is talking to Em about Greek food. He probably he's
Yep,
enjoying his Greek food. Um, so let me see. Keith will be fine. He's on a cruise excursion with a lot of people. Yep, he
yep,
sure
that's
is.
exactly.
You're gonna like that excursion. It's really cool. That area up there.
Now those ruins. When you go to ruins, it should. Is there like an inside part to ruins, or it's just on the outside?
No, not that one. They take you to kind of like a temple area that they found there. They take you to the ruins. There's an area where you have to climb all the way to the top. You can
Yeah,
climb it if you want, or you can go around it and kind of like go up on the little slope that they have. So that way you don't have to climb because it's like about 36 steps, but each step is about like yay.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I saw that.
they're
So
not
each
like
step,
little steps.
no, there was no regulations on steps back then. So
Yeah.
those steps are like maybe 2 to 3 feet each
Yeah. Mike here says that he's doing a chairlift.
in Roatan. See, but that's the one thing a lot of people forget is Mahogany Bay Roatan is like it's the same port.
Yeah, so they have, I'm sorry, I put it on mute because my daughter was just coming and she's
Oh,
just
okay.
saying that she won her volleyball tournament. Hey, 3-0.
Congrats.
So congratulations, Sophie. So okay, so you're talking about the excursions, a lot of walking on those types. There is a lot of walking on it, but really cool that you're gonna see there, and I'm hoping you get to see it is they have monkeys and they go from tree to tree, so it's really cool to see when
Oh
you're
no,
there.
that is cool. Well, I
So
want to do an excursion because I'm going to do a whole vlog on excursion. I'm probably going to do take the video from that, which I'm going to have that part of my vlog. I'm also just going to have a thing just for that excursion alone by itself, just that part of the excursion because that's something that a lot of people will want to see.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's a very nice place to visit. You're gonna learn about the different trees that they have. Like some of them are to cure this and that or the other. So they teach you about all of that stuff from back in that era. So it's really nice how that excursion turns out. And then it ends up at the beach and you can enjoy like, after you're sweaty and all of that, you can enjoy your time at the beach. So it's really cool.
yeah, and that day might be a busy day. I forgot what day that is, but if that's Wednesday, that's gonna be a busy day. I was just thinking, it literally just popped in my head right now.
But look, Muncie says, think about has done the same experience. Yeah, I have done it. It's really nice. I wasn't a YouTuber person back then when I did it, and it's weird because I did it on the Mardi Gras on their forced sailing after the Mardi Gras came back into. So I was the forced sailing out, and I did it with my daughter. I probably have some videos. Maybe I could put it together and do like a little vlog from it, but I had a really great time, and you learn a lot. Keith, you're gonna like it because you're gonna learn a lot. There's actually in there, there's like a area where they have like little bees and what they do and all of, so it's really cool. And they have like a little shop there too.
Sunday,
Okay. When and what time is your sports channel video debuting, Keith?
within the next day or two.
Okay.
So I already started writing it out. I'm probably gonna film it tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll see. I have to have it out by Friday. So, no, regardless, it'll be out on Friday, the latest.
And thank you guys for the congrats to my daughter. Yeah, she just came in from she had a volleyball tournament. She won on Monday. They won 3-0 and today 3-0. So they're doing really good. Right now we are I think we're doing fundraising right now for it. And I think this week they're
Oh,
gonna start selling shirts for her team. So it's gonna be interesting.
so this is called the Chacho Band Mine Ruins and
And beach, right?
Uchbenka Lake.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I can't even
I think
pronounce.
it's pronounced Chachoben. I think that's what it's pronounced. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they pronounce it. And you know
Yeah.
what's really cool in Costa Maya? Man, and it's a shame that I don't have it here. I bought this little pendant, and it has
Okay, it's not bad.
the initial of all of my grandchildren and my kids, and it's kind of like in their kind of like a Mayan, I guess lettering, you can say. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. I bought it over there in Chacchoben ruins. So that was
Yeah.
really cool to get.
So this thing is it goes from 8:30 to 2:30. So as soon as I get off at 2:30, I'm gonna just go right onto the shit. You know.
Harlan, she plays volleyball. She's playing volleyball now, and when volleyball finish, then she goes into flag football. So she's a pretty busy young lady.
Volleyball's fun. It was funny. I played it not not organized, but my senior in high school, I started playing it, and I knew the coach. The coach goes, "You should have been playing this when you were a freshman."
Right.
Yeah.
So far, I'm happy that she's playing volleyball, but I used to enjoy and love watching her dance in competitions. She used to be a dancer, and they won nationals here in Florida. So it was really nice to see her dance. I think she does a really good job there. But then she decided, she didn't want to do dance anymore. So now she's into volleyball and all the other sports. Muncie says here, my college football locks Arizona over New Mexico and over in
Well,
the
I'm gonna
NLV at Houston game.
University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
There you go. See, I
So,
don't
so
understand anything when it comes to
yeah.
sports.
I had that game. So Muncie, I love Georgia, and I had another game and Oklahoma State. So those are my two big picks for the college football. So I
Awesome.
like both of them because, especially with college, when it comes to college sports, there's a big advantage to home teams, especially in college more than professional.
Right. So M says, I don't know if anybody watches 911, but they're doing a B NATO episode. So there you guys have it. If you're not watching that, maybe you want to check that out. And if you don't like that, we have a friend called the Mustard Joe. He actually has a B channel too, which you can
Yeah.
learn a whole lot from him.
What is this channel?
It's called
I got so many people that I have a channel, so I was trying to. I have it. I couldn't find it one day.
it's B. Oh my God. It comes on every so often on mine. I don't know it at the top of my head, but I know it's something B something.
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
He's gonna kill me if he's hearing this thing. How do
Well,
you not know my channel?
he might be lurking. Well,
Yeah, he might be lurking. You never know. Hi, if you're lurking, we love you.
yeah, you know, I'll just
If
be
it comes
quiet.
out in the chat, maybe we'll know. But I don't know it like right now, like to the top of my head. But I know it's
Yeah,
something B
I was
something.
trying to figure it out the other day. So I spoke with. I mean, obviously you were there when we spoke to Scott. Asked him about the beads. I mean,
Mhm.
I understand you're wearing that suit and everything, right? And you got all these beads, right? But I get worried that one of the times there's gonna be because I don't know. I would be sweating so in that suit, so disgusting, and I would feel like my arm's gonna go up and it's gonna rip, and then the bee's gonna go in there and it's gonna sting the daylights out of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see if I could find his channel. Because now you got me thinking, what is his channel name?
So, Monty, that LSU USC game, I I'm not gonna talk about it because it's on Monday, and I'm just trying to do the games on Saturday right now because I know once the NFL comes around, I'm gonna have more sports to talk about. So when I'm only gonna stick to like the Saturday games for the college and Sunday for the NFL because obviously I have a whole nother channel. It's called Cruising with Keith to do it also. So,
Now you're
but
gonna have two
those
channels.
three,
Are you gonna be doing live streaming?
nah. At the moment, I'm not going to be doing any live stream for that one at the moment because there's really, I don't think that channel really needs to have any live stream, you know,
Oh my
unless
God, I
I'm like,
cannot find.
at a sports game or, a venue that has sports, stuff like that.
I can't find his channel for the life of me.
Oh, Muncie, Muncie, it's the first video. I don't think I'm gonna have too many people watching it right away, but you never know. The minute go, people are gonna look. They're gonna try to find stuff. Well, good night.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you all next week. I
Did you
didn't
forget
find his
about?
channel.
Did you forget about a video?
Oh, wait, hold on. That is true. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah,
Here
yeah,
we
you
go.
forgot about those.
Here we go. Choo 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 choo.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here to announce our next group cruise. It's an 8-day vacation on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and it's for more than just traveling with Tinkerbell or cruising with Keith. This one's for all of Across the Waves. We're heading out on August 30th and coming back on September 7th of 2025. Here's the itinerary so everyone knows what to get ready for. We're departing from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on the 30th. We've got our first 2 days at sea, so you've got plenty of time to check out the ship. They've got Shaq's Big Chicken at the back of the boat, free pizza, a huge pool, slides, and even theater shows on the lower decks if you're into that kind of thing. From there, we'll be stopping at St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, one more day at sea, and then the brand new Celebration Key. If you're interested in joining us, you can book now at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com. The phone number is 813-608-2935, and the website link will be in the description below. We hope to see you when the time comes.
That's right. We hope to see you when the time comes. Woo! That's going to be a nice first ever across the wave, and maybe 2.0 will be going to Colombia. That would be
That's
nice.
definitely gonna be. That's definitely gonna be a good one.
Well, guys, with that being said, we will leave you here on another amazing episode of Across the Waves. Next week, we are going to be in the port. Where are we going next week? Hold on, I always forget.
Is it Bonnet?
No, Miami. Woo! We're going to
Oh,
Miami next week.
oh,
Hey, we're going to Miami. Woo! Miami. Ooh, ooh,
I feel like I'm
Miami.
gonna be there. So actually, I will be there in 32 days.
There you go.
30 32 days. I'll
We're
be in
going
Miami.
to Miami. That's right. So hopefully we'll see you guys next Wednesday on our Across the Wave show in the port of Miami. That's going to be some cool one. Miami is a big port.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big port.
So
I gotta see if I have any videos from inside the port. I don't think I have any video that's long enough to where you can walk through, but I'm gonna see if I can have. I think I might have some sort of video. I gotta take a little look at my camera.
I have
Yeah,
videos in Miami, but they're mainly like when I'm on embarkation day when we're leaving. So I have
yeah,
a couple of
yeah.
videos of that. But I've
I
been
mean, I
to
mean,
Miami. I don't know how to check and see what I can find.
yeah.
All righty,
Well,
guys. Well, with all that being said, I love you all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. Whatever you do, if you're traveling, have a safe trip. If you're cruising, safe travels. Happy cruising to all of you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Toodaloo,
doo-doo.
toodles. Ta-ta for now. See you next